Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to SlapShotHockey, and in today's video we are going to be continuing on our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode series. Now before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more hockey content. So kicking us off, I'm trying to make a trade with the Rangers for Buchnevich to improve that left side a little bit, trying to give them Furland, who isn't playing that well with us, and a second round pick. Buchnevich is playing pretty well. He's an 83 overall, still has room to grow. Probably get to like an 86. Trade rejected. So now I think I'm going to try to give them Jet Wu 1-for-1 because I don't think we really need him. We're going to have a lot of cap space next season, so we can probably get a pretty good defenseman. He's medium top 4 value, is pretty equal, might be on our side just a tiny little bit, and we have a winning record, so I think we want to win now. Let's see what they say. Alright, so we're moving Mott down, so that means they accepted the trade. I think that's a pretty good trade for us. I think I'm going to try to add on a pick here and see if I can get that along with the trade. If not, I'll just take it off. Yeah, okay. I'll take it off, and then obviously they'll say yes. We're sending Mott down, and I think that's a good trade for us. Now trying to make one more trade for Holla, just giving the Panthers a second round pick and a ton of prospects that are never really going to go into anything. The value is way on our side. Yeah, so they are going to be accepting the trade. I think that's a good trade for us because basically none of those players have any value. So even though it's way on our side, it's not really way on our side, honestly. So yeah, it's a good trade. So now taking a look at our lines after those trades. First line still the same. Second line it's Buchnevich, Horvat, and Virtanen now. And then Holla, I have centering Pearson into Foley on the third, which means unfortunately Gaudette moved down to the fourth, which I'm not a big fan of, but it improves our team. So yeah. So a pretty big trade here. Chicago just traded Crawford to Carolina for 2 seconds, which I think is a fairly decent trade. Crawford is older, so yeah. I think that if Crawford was a younger goalie, I think that would be a great trade for Carolina because I mean they're getting an 86 for only 2 seconds, which is I think is a very good trade. So now at the end of the season with a record of 42, 32, and 8. So that's a pretty solid record. Looks like we just squeaked into the playoffs, the last wild card in the West. So that's great. Pedersen led us with 87 points in 82 games. Besser had almost 40 goals and almost 80 points. Miller, 72. That top line played great. Horvat, that's really rough. Hughes, 50 points. See how Holla did with us. 5 points in 21 games. Oh, that's not good. How about Buchnevich? Hopefully, play 6 points in 21 games. Oh no, that's so bad. Moving on to goalie stats, Markstrom had a .908 save percentage and Demko, which is not that great in real life, but when sim engine scoring is on high, that's really good. Like normally he's below 900. Like that is actually really good. Looks like Ovechkin led the league in points with 109, 63 goals. Wow. Huberdeau, McKinnon, McDavid, Barkov, the usual guys. Monahan, that's a little bit weird. Rantanen, Draisaitl. Yep, okay, so it's pretty normal. No surprise, Ovechkin did lead the league with 63 goals. It'd be kind of weird if he didn't. Hoffman, though, that is strange. Almost 50 goals. I guess good for him. Same with Gallagher. And Kadri. There's some interesting players here that's scoring over 40 goals, huh? So Rask led the league in wins. It's not really that surprising. Gibson, though, on Anaheim. So Anaheim had a good year. Hart, Allmark on the Sabres. That's pretty surprising, too. Crawford, Dubnyk. A lot of weird guys in the goalies and in the scoring. Wow, so Buffalo actually won the President's Trophy with 109 points. So I guess they finally got it together, right? Edmonton's up there. Good for them. Anaheim, like we talked about. Minnesota. So not your normal teams. Ottawa, 13th in the league. Wow, that is... Tampa misses the playoffs. Dallas? What? Detroit's down there. Makes sense. Carolina misses. New York misses. This is a really weird year. Like, a lot of guys you wouldn't see up there in scoring for goalies, and some weird teams that made the playoffs. Our first playoff matchup is going to see us versing St. Louis, so not really that ideal. Almost had 50 wins. They were a very good team. Their lines, Perron, O'Reilly, Tarasenko, Steen, Shen, Schwartz. So they've got a good offense. Our offense is also really good, I think. So I think that's comparable. But then obviously on defense, they just have a much better defense. Parayko, Pietrangelo, Falk, Dunn. They have a more defensive-minded defense, I guess, right? And then Binnington, same rating as Markstrom. I would argue Markstrom is slightly better. This is going to be an interesting series. St. Louis will probably win, honestly. Let's jump right into the first game. Let's sim it up, see what happens. All right, so first period, Pedersen scores for us, so 1-0 on St. Louis. That's great. Second period, we score 2. Besser and Stetcher, Perron for them. That's great. So if we win the first game, that's obviously amazing. And then Virtanen wins it for us, 4-1. That's awesome. Let's continue to the second game. Hopefully we can win that, obviously. Pedersen, 2 points in his first game. It's very good. So second game here. Yes, we'll sim the affiliate game. I don't care. First period, let's see what happens. Okay, so Steen scores for them. Down 1-0, not a big deal. And we tied up. Besser and Hughes, Pietrangelo gets one for them. 2-2 going into the third period. Let's see what happens. And, okay, so we lose Virtanen and Toffoli for us. They get 3, though. Barbashev, O'Reilly, and Steen. I mean, like I said, I thought they were going to beat us, so that's not really super surprising. Game 3, first period, down 2-0 again. Bozak and Shen score for them. We don't want to go down 2-1. That always sucks. Brouwer, we need 3, and no, we get shut out. O'Reilly gets a 4th for them. That's really not good. So we're down 2-1 right now. Yeah, that's really not great. Let's sim up to the next game. Hopefully we can get a win. We do not want to go down 3-1. That would just suck. First period, we're down 3-0. Brouwer, Steen, and Bozak get one. Yep, that's really not good. Myers gets one. We need 2 in the third period. Come on. We get 1. Miller. Schwartz gets the empty netter. Oh, no. That's not good. We need to win 3 straight now. Hughes leading us with 4 points. Come on. I don't want to lose in the first round. I mean, like I said, I expected us to lose. And that's probably what's going to happen. But first period, no goals. Second, oh, we're up 1-0. Miller, okay. Maybe we have a chance. And we do. We win 1-0. Okay, we need to win 2 more games. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. Simulate up to the next game. Let's hope for the best here. Yes, I don't care. Again, there should be a setting to turn that off. First period, we're up 3-0. Let's go. Toffoli, Besser, and Buchnevich finally showing up. He played terrible with us, obviously, and Holla did. Okay, so Furland and Falk gets one for them. We're up 4-1. We could actually make this go to a game 7. And we do. Toffoli, Pedersen, and Horvat get one. Prawn gets one for them. We win 7-2. Going into game 7 after a win like that. That's great. If we actually win 3 in a row to advance to the second round, that's going to be such a good way to kick off this series. All right. Game 7... I'm so nervous right now. First period, 0-0. This is going to be tight, I think. Second period. Oh, we're up 3-1. Toffoli, Pedersen, and Furlan. Barbashev gets one for them. This is really good. We're out shooting them a lot, too. And Myers gets one, and we actually win 3 in a row to advance to round 2. That's crazy. So next up is the Colorado Avalanche. They had a very similar record to us, but obviously they're a much better team. They have a great offense. Kadri, too, scored like 40-something goals this season, so we got to watch out. And in-game season, I mean, not real life, obviously. But yeah, we got to watch out for him. And then they have a decent bottom six, I guess. Yost is an 82. Why is he playing on the fourth line? Anyways, taking a look at the defense. They have Eric Johnson, obviously Cale Makar, so it's kind of Makar versus Hughes series, and then Gerard Cole. They have a decent defense. I think it's fairly similar, and then obviously we have the advantage in net with Markstrom. So let's jump right on into game one. Hopefully we can win this series. Then we'll make the conference finals. Period one. Besser scores for us, so we're up 1-0. That's awesome. Second period tied 2-2. Pedersen for us, Donskoy and Belmar for them. And then 3-3 going to overtime. Myers and Donskoy. That's his second of the game, I think. So Colorado's getting depth score. And he gets the hat trick. Wow. Yeah, 4-3. Let's head on into game two. Hopefully we can tie the series up. That would be great. Period one, and we're up 3-1. Nice. Fantenberg, Toffoli, and Buchnevich. Yost for them. So, period two, Virtanen, Donskoy again. Yeah, if he keeps playing like that, that's really not going to be great for us. And then Yost gets another, but it's not going to matter. We win 4-3 and tie the series up 1-1. Let's head on to the next game where hopefully we can take a 2-1 series lead. Our first in this series. And let's see, period one down 2-0. Okay, McKinnon and Landeskog. So finally, their top guys are actually showing 6-0. Oh no, Gerard, Calvert, Burakovsky, and Donskoy again. We get one, Buchnevich, but yeah, that's really not that's not great, honestly, because that's really gonna probably lower the morale of all the guys. Game 4. First period. Toffoli for us. Landeskog and Burakovsky. Are we gonna go down 3-1 again? Oh no, okay, four goals in the third period. That's great. Besser, Pedersen, Gaudette, and Besser again. Kadri for them. Okay. Period number 3. Let's go. Come on, boys. 7-4. Virtanen, Besser, and Johnson for them. So we tie the series up 4-4. Not like last. Oh, sorry about that. Not like last series where we went down 3-1 because that was really bad. All right. So third period. What am I saying? Game 5, up 2-0. Virtanen and Pedersen, both power play goals, so the power play is playing great. We get 1 Pedersen, McKinnon gets 2 for them. See if we can hold on to the lead in period number 3. And McKinnon ties it up for them. He gets the hat trick going into OT for, I believe, the second time this series. Let's sim it up. Okay, I should probably turn on shots for you guys. Let me do that quickly. Yeah, so Horvat, Hughes. Colorado is out shooting us by quite a bit. Yeah, so we're actually getting a decent amount of shots now. So, oh, and there we go. Who scored? Besser for us. Let's go. 4-3. Alright, game 6, I believe, 3-0, Levo, Toffoli, and Besser, let's go, and then, okay, so Toffoli gets 1, Colorado gets 2, both from Kadri, come on, Miller, let's go, 5-2, and we are advancing to the conference finals in year 1. If we won the cup in year 1, that would be crazy. Besser, 9 goals in 13 games. Nice. So yeah, we are playing Arizona. So they have a pretty decent lineup. Their offense is pretty good. They have a decent amount of depth. Obviously, defense at their strong point. Ekman Larson, Yarmosin, Chychrun, Goligoski, all those guys. So they do have better defense than us. And then Kemper, obviously great goalie, even though his overall doesn't really reflect that in this game. So let's just go on right into game 1 of the conference finals. We're down 1-0. Hall scores for them. Power play. Ekman Larson down 2-0. Tied up. Oh, and we do. Gaudette, Horvat, and Miller score, and Dvorak for them. Going into overtime. Game 1. I keep forgetting to turn on shots. I need to turn on shots. 3-3. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Arizona, yeah, they're kind of out shooting us a lot, which is not good. Finally, Tanev gets ones for us. It's all Arizona there. 52 seconds left, and we're going into a second period of overtime. Oh, and it's done. Of course it is. Arizona scores. Orstral scores for them. Come on. Oh, I want to win the cup so bad now. Game 2, hopefully we can bounce back, and we're down 2-1. Of course we are. Soderberg, Stepan, and Besser gets one for us. No goals in the second period. Third period, maybe we can tie it up. No, we don't. Holla, Schmaltz, and Broussard, they get 2. We get 1. 4-2, down 2-0 in this series. Not great. Hopefully we don't go down 3-0, though, because, yeah, we just don't want to get swept. That would really not be that great. So yeah, let's jump into game 3. First period. And we're down 2-0. Of course we are. Keller, Kessel. Yep, of course. Why wouldn't they score? Down 4-0. Kessel again. Hall gets one. Looks like we are unfortunately going to be going down 3-0. Miller gets one, but it's not enough. Hall gets, I believe, his second of the game. Game 4. Please don't get swept. I'm going to be so mad if we get swept. No goals in the first period. Second period, hopefully we can score, please. And we do. Miller on Ranta. Let's go. 1-0. Third period, and it stays 1-0. So at least we don't get swept, but we still have to win 3 more in a row, which is really not that great. Central scouting, we don't need to look at that yet. We'll just look at all the stuff before the draft, which will be next episode. Period number 1, no goals again. Period number 2, and it's 1-0. Myers, maybe it's going to go the same way, just a 1-0 win. Third period, and they tied up. Hall, okay, so we have to score here, otherwise we lose, and Arizona goes to the Stanley Cup Finals. Oh, and we score. Miller. All right, game 6. Can we force a game 7? 1-1. Pearson and Stepan score in the first period. Second period, we're up. Besser, 2-1. Let's go. We've gotten so lucky. Just as I say that, they tie up the game. Let's go into overtime. Please score. Turn on shots there for you guys. Oh wow, they're out shooting us a lot. Come on, guys, get some more shots on net. You can't score if you don't shoot. Okay, there we go. Tanev and Edler get some shots. Not that much time left. Are we going to need a second period of overtime? Now we're getting some shots. Come on, boys. We're going to need another period of overtime. Okay, so we're still kind of out shooting them. That's very sad. Hall scores for them. They advance to the Stanley Cup Finals. We lose. That really sucks. So it looks like Philly is going to end up winning the Stanley Cup this year, beating Arizona, which I'm not sure if I'm happy about, because, I mean, at least they beat the team that beat us, but then at the same time, we could say that if we didn't have to verse Arizona, we would have won the Cup, you know? So now taking a look at the awards, obviously Philadelphia won the Cup. We saw that. Buffalo wins the Presidents. We saw that in the standings too. Obviously Arizona advanced because they beat us. That would have been us, you know. Philly obviously wins that because they won the Stanley Cup. Ovechkin wins the Art Ross. Huberdeau actually wins the Hart. I think he was second in scoring. James Norris goes to Petrangelo. I can't talk. McKinnon gets the Lady Bing. Kako with the Calder. I haven't seen that in a long time. It's always been Hughes and McCarr now. They're not, Hughes and Kako aren't like super high rated anymore. Drew gets the Conn Smythe. Allmark with the Vezina. He also gets the William Jennings, so he had a good year. Good for him. Dylan gets the Bill Masterton. Then the Ottawa coach wins the Jack Adams. I mean, like, that's pretty obvious to me that he should get that. They had almost 45 wins, I think. It just crazy. They're a rebuilding team. O'Reilly gets the Selke for the second year in a row. Huberto also gets the Ted Lindsay, so he gets the Hart and the Ted Lindsay, and then obviously Ovechkin wins the Maurice Richard. I mean, why wouldn't he? He's arguably the greatest goal scorer of all time, so yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I'm not really the best with coming up with things to say, which ended up making this a little bit dull, but regardless, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe with post notifications. Have a good day, and bye.